All right, yesterday we talked about some fighters that I think are overrated. So I thought today we would talk about some overhated fighters. And yeah, I was a little mean yesterday, hating a little too much. So I thought I'd be nice today and just glaze some fighters that I think receive some undeserved criticism and unjust criticism from the fans. And the UFC, to be honest. And yeah, just fighters that the type of hate that if you ask the fans why you hate these fighters, like they're not even gonna have a reason. They're not. They just hate them because of a bad moment they witnessed and they held a grudge ever since. So we're here to expose some of those stupid reasons why you may hate these fighters, and maybe I'll change your mind, or maybe you'll change my mind in the comments. Who knows? Okay, starting with flyweight, we got Brendan Moreno, and yeah, I think this guy gets a lot of hate. I really do. I see a lot of it in Insta and Twitter comment sections, which there's always hate there. I get it, but not every UFC fighter gets hated on in them, you know? But Moreno does. He gets called cringe a lot. People use autistic against him like it's an insult. Calm down, bro. Everyone's got a little bit in them. Yeah, this guy's he just receives unjust hate, I feel. And yeah, I feel like it's mostly Figgy fans mad that Moreno won the rivalry overall. I feel like that's a lot of it. And yeah, I've seen people also really criticize Moreno after that Royval fight. And he didn't fight the best. He looks pretty bad, I'd say. But, like, come on. He put on one bad performance after years of putting on banger fights. Like, this guy he goes to war with people. That Pantoja fight got recognized as being one of the best fights of all time. So, stop calling this kid cringe. He's a little autistic, but he's very wholesome. And that's not a bad thing, by the way. He's very wholesome, and he's good for the sport. I feel like he's going to be inactive for a while, because I feel like that Royval loss really is going to fuck with him. Yeah, he kind of just got smothered, like Royval kind of Marabs them on the feet. How Marab just no skill takedowns people on the ground. This dude will just out cardio with strikes. He'll literally out cardio you with strikes, just kind of like a Max Holloway style, but literally zero power. There is zero danger in Royval shots, I swear. He's cool, but I don't like watching him fight. But yeah, Moreno, overhated, does not deserve it. Yeah, I don't got much to say about the flyweights, to be honest. They deserve the hate after their most recent performances. But moving on to the bantamweight division, we got Henry Cejudo, the cringe lord himself. And yeah, this was probably the hardest one to pick because Aljo was no longer at bantamweight, and he's obviously my featherweight pick. But yeah, I just kind of picked him because, I mean, this dude his career gets disrespected so much. I mean, you can hate him for his personality. He's very cringe. You can hate his breakdowns and his videos. I don't care. But people make it seem like this guy didn't come back and lose to the two best bantamweights in the world right now. Like, okay, Aljo's not there anymore, but he was the champ, and Marab is literally like the uncrowned champ right now. If he beats O'Malley, he'll obviously be the champ. But I don't think he's going to be O'Malley. But this dude Marab has cleaned out the division. Like, these guys are two of the best bantamweights in the world. And yeah, he may have lost a close decision by Aljo and got dominated by Marab later into the fight because it was close at first. But I just don't think he deserves this much hate. He's cringe, and maybe he deserves it for being cringe, because being cringe is a war crime these days. I think it should be, certain level at least. But no, this guy, he's some of his big wins in his career have asterisks next to them. I'll say that's definitely true. But you still can't deny he got those big wins, those big name wins. He became a double champ. Has the gold... Okay, no, I'm kidding. I don't care about the gold medal. That doesn't fucking matter. But the Olympics is bullshit anyway. Like, I respect Olympic athletes, obviously, but bro, y'all don't even make money. What are we fighting for here? Like, and yeah, again, asterisks, but he beat Mighty Mouse, and most people have him in their top 3 GOAT list, and this guy doesn't even make their top 10. So I just feel the most recent generation of the fans who only witnessed those 2 losses just disrespect him way too much, and it could die down a little. Disrespect his cringe ass personality. I don't care, but just chill. He's a good fighter, all right? He just came back too old and retired for no reason, like a dumbass. That retirement was one of the worst decisions he's ever made. Because if you wanted to fight more, if you hadn't made enough money to never fight again anyway, you should have just kept going. You weren't going to make more by retiring and coming back, little bro. All right, moving on to the featherweight division. And yeah, he's technically a featherweight now, so we're just going to make him a featherweight fighter. Because he's still getting disrespected at featherweight. Aljamain Sterling, the former bantamweight multiple-time champion, who a lot of people consider the GOAT of that division. I don't, but yeah, this dude is so disrespected by the fans and the UFC. I mean, I get it. He's not the most fun fighter to watch. He doesn't have the most fun style to watch. Definitely not. But honestly, I watch Aljo's YouTube content. I think his personality is cool, and I think some of his performances are really entertaining. Sure, is he coming off a knockout from Sean and then a pretty... Well, no. I think the Calvin Kattar performance is not that boring, but it's a little boring. I get it. Control, just moments where they're on the ground and it's just controlling him and not much is happening. I get it, but this dude is... I think he's more entertaining than so many highly praised fighters. Like, he's more entertaining on Izzy on most given nights. His performances are more entertaining than most Sean Strickland performances. Like, come on, guys. He's more entertaining to watch than Marlon Vera. Like, fuck these highly praised fighters who don't get called boring. They're boring! Izzy fights most of the time suck. Sean Strickland fights most of the time suck. Like, these fighters who are highly praised and get these crazy knockout moments are not consistent. They're not consistent badass styles. And the fans refuse to admit that. So why does Aljo receive a bunch of hate compared to these other fighters? Well, we all know why. It's kind of hard to not get hated on when you win the title like that. I understand. A lot of people are never going to let that go. The first DQ fucking championship crowning. I get it, but, I mean, he still won the rematch fair and square, so cope. Moving on to the lightweight division, we got no one other than the champ himself, Islam Makhachev. And yeah, it's just simple. Like, it's simply insane to me the hate this guy receives still. After the insanely fun run he's been on as champion, this guy will still get called boring and a crotch sniffer by some fans. And it's crazy. And, like, yeah, everyone is so scared to put this guy above Khabib out of, like, respect or some shit. Newsflash, he's better. He is better than Khabib, okay? His resume is way better. He looks so much more impressive in his performances. Yes, has he had slightly more adversity to cover? Yeah, but he's fighting better fighters. That's going to happen when you fucking actually test yourself as champ and don't just retire after one title defense. Yeah, man, Islam is already the lightweight GOAT, and people need to realize that. Like, we are literally witnessing the GOAT, a future GOAT of the sport title run. Like, we are witnessing it. And it has been non-stop fun fights with finishes in most of them against the best fighters in the world, the pound-for-pound list fighters, like Charles Oliveira finishing him, Volk twice, finishing him once. Asterisks, I get it, but it doesn't matter. It's still going to be in history as Volk got knocked out by Islam in the second fight. And now you got him finishing Dustin. Yeah, it took him a little longer than Khabib. Shut the fuck up, I don't care. That doesn't make him better, okay? This man is better than Khabib, and he's the lightweight fucking GOAT. And I have to say this and make a point, just because I already know when this motherfucker beats Armin, people are going to be like, oh my god, he's the GOAT, man. He's actually the GOAT of the sport, of the division. No, yeah, newsflash, we already have known. The ones that have brains, us with brains, yeah, we've known. Yeah, I just think people discredit him and disrespect him as the pound-for-pound #1 fighter on the world, currently lightweight champion. And it doesn't really help with Dana constantly shitting on him at press conferences to praise John Jones. So I don't blame some casual fans for thinking he's boring and doesn't deserve the praise he gets by some fans. He does. Moving on to my favorite division, the welterweight division. And yeah, this is pretty obvious one, I'd say. We got two actually, but we'll start with the more obvious one. In Bilal Muhammad, the champ himself. Now, this one's a bit special because it's literally become a meme in itself to hate this man and say he's bad at fighting. But like, I just don't get it. The meme is cringe at this point because it's just not true. He's a good fighter. He can be entertaining and he can dominate these fucking welterweights. And that's all I care about. Honestly, like, someone can have a pretty boring style. As long as they're dominantly winning and making it look dominant, I'm gonna like the performance somewhat, you know? And yeah, this man did what Colby could not do. So, Colby fans, cope. Bilal Muhammad saved welterweight from fucking Mumblemouth Edwards, bro. God, I've never hated a champion more than that guy's attitude and just integrity as champion. It was so bad. You got him saying shit like, yeah, bro, I don't really think there's much contenders in this division, bro. I just think I should go up and fight Dricus, bro. Yeah, I really should. I think I should do that. Like, bro, that is the most brain dead shit I've ever heard. This dude really said that. Like, after, I think, beating Colby. It might have been before. It might have been in the lead up to fighting Colby. Yeah, bro, I don't really think there's much for me here. I think I should just go up and fight Dricus. No one thinks that except you. Like, shut the fuck up, little bro. Your fucking reign was less influential and worse than Strickland's, and you had more title defenses. How did that happen? But yeah, I think Bilal's actually pretty fun to watch. If he can do that, what he did to Bilal to other people, game plan perfectly for them and just dominate them with the wrestling. And he used the striking too. It's not like he didn't use the striking. He got right up in Leon's face and just he just scared Leon with the striking. He's like, what is this dude doing? He's coming up in my face, bro. Like, I can't do anything. I can't think. He's overriding my mind. And yeah, that's exactly what he did. And he overrode his mind with striking because he knew Leon wasn't dangerous at all on the feet. Yeah. And just got the takedowns with will, at ease, free, easy. And yeah, would I prefer other people at 170 right now to have the 170 belt? Yes, I would. You know, but let's not hate on him, all right? Let's just let him lose to Shavkat and hope it's not too brutal and life-changing because Leon already fucked up his eye forever. You know, Shavkat might, like, literally rip this guy's head off. Well, we'll see. Moving on to the middleweight division. Damn, I didn't even realize that we got 3 back-to-back champions. That's bad. I did not realize that. Maybe it's just a trend for new fans to hate on the new champs until they actually get a few defenses, and then they'll start respecting them. I don't know if that's the new thing in the UFC with the fan base now, but Dricus du Plessis is my middleweight pick. And I think this is the one that confuses me the most, and I just really can't come up with a reason for people to hate this guy, other than, like, black people hating him because of the whole Izzy thing, which this guy was literally not racist one time, so all that was unjust. Yeah, other than that, I can't think of a single other reason for people to hate on this guy. Okay, the fighting skill critique everyone's saying, and all the fighters are saying, this dude can't fight, but he wins. It's crazy. Bro, shut up. He can clearly fight, okay? Is his hook form, is his jab form, his takedown form, is that shit kind of dumb looking and wild and slow? Yes, but that's just his style. He out-cardios people, he drowns them, he out-wills people, and he just keeps coming, and his power is insane. He's super athletic and strong, and that's what makes him good. He doesn't have to look pretty doing it. And yeah, not even his fight style, too. He's just a cool guy. You got him fucking... I ain't gonna put a clip because I ain't getting copyrighted for that dumb shit. You got a clip of him singing in, like, a Barney costume or something. And then revealing himself like he's a cartoon character. That shit was so funny. Like, Dricus is just a funny guy. He's cool. Watch interviews with him if you haven't. He's such a cool guy. And he cares about the MMA fan base. Like, him connecting with Guru and stuff, I think that proves it in itself. This guy is a man of the people. He cares about the people. Like, he doesn't care about, like, well, I don't think he really cares much what the fans think, because a lot of them hate him, and he just accepted that. Sadly, we love you, Drakus. But he does know that we're out here, and he has a lot of fans. And he puts on shows for the fucking fans. Every single one of this dude's fights is a barn burner. I sound like Dana. Wasn't a barn burner, talking about Bilal. Fuck you. But yeah, this guy is fun to watch, funny on the mic, and he's a good guy. And he wants to be active at his division. I know he said he'll go fight Alex, but go watch the interview after the Izzy fight, post-fight press conference. Watch it. He literally says he doesn't think he deserves it yet. He literally said that. Yeah, I don't think I deserve to go up, but I'm willing to do it. I will do it if that's what the UFC wants. Yeah, he'll do it, but he doesn't think he deserves it. But that could be the fight to make. I don't think that fight will happen. Doesn't matter who would win that. Alex would knock him out. It'd be sad to watch. But no, we're glazing Drakus, okay? Like, he wants to be active at multiple divisions. He's a good guy. He's a good champ, and he does not deserve the hate. Please stop it. All right, moving on to a bit less important division when it comes to this, because honestly, I couldn't really find anyone I really wanted to pick for light heavyweight, but I'm going to go with Jamal Hill. And like, the reason I didn't want to go with him is because now, after he's coped and just went off on Piera and Herb Dean and everyone involved in that situation, and the way he just goes off on fans is so cringe. I agree with that. But before the Piera fight, this dude was getting so much hate from Piera fans saying, oh, he doesn't deserve to be in there with Piera. He's going to get knocked out in the first round, which he did. But let's not act like this guy didn't have a chance at beating Piera. Jamal Hill is a good fighter, all right? He's very dangerous for anybody. And yeah, honestly, I think there's a good chance he could get the belt back. Like, obviously, not against Alex, okay? He's not going to beat Alex. But honestly, I don't see Alex in the sport for much longer. He might move up to heavyweight. He might lose next at 205 against Ankalaev. You never know. That's not going to happen, but he could go back to 185. Like, Alex is just so, he's always changing what he's doing, and I don't see him staying at 205 for like years on end. So Jamal Hill, he's got to wait, keep his head down, get a few good wins, and he could be fighting for the title once Alex is gone again, and I think he can win it. He's good on the feet, really good defensive wrestler. I never really seen him use it offensively, but that's because he believes in the hands, and I think he does have good hands, good power, good judgment of range especially. And yeah, I think this guy gets a little too much hate, but he also be hating a lot himself. Do you see this guy on Twitter? He's losing his fucking mind. Jamal, please, if you're watching, I know you're not, but if you are, stop. Delete all social media. Certain people just cannot have social media and be famous on there, especially. It's just not meant for everybody, and it's not meant for you, little bro. Just sign off. All right, again, this division, I struggled to find somebody just because I care about the roster so little. Guys, I promise I'm not a casual. I just hate heavyweight and light heavyweight and middleweight. No, I like the divisions. They're just, they're not as good as the other ones. Like, I genuinely think as the weight classes get higher, they just get worse. Like, it's mostly true. Obviously, not always. There's a lot of entertaining fighters at these, obviously, like Tom Aspinall, Drakus, and people like that. But it's hard. But as my heavyweight pick, I've got Curtis Blades, and it's mostly for his personality. I do not think this guy gets enough credit. He is one of the most, and this is with speech impediment. He don't even really do interviews like that because he doesn't like stuttering and shit. But this dude is funny and wholesome on the mic. So wholesome. Such a cool guy. And his personality is really cool. He likes a lot of the same shit I do. Curtis, you're a cool guy. And when it comes to fighting, this dude will fight anybody. I don't think he says no. He just gets whoever's thrown at him. And he should have had a real title shot by now in the UFC. It's bullshit how he hasn't really gotten one. Obviously, he got his chance against Aspinall, which would have got him a title shot if he beat Aspinall. But yeah, he got knocked out again, sadly. His chin may be past the point of no return. But also, I feel like a chin like that, where it's good, but you're just getting knocked out by these huge motherfuckers, I don't really think it matters. And, like, I don't want to sound cope, guys, but he could still be a champion, alright? He could be. Alright, no, it's not happening. He's been rocked too many times, but I still think he's overhated, and he just deserves less of it. So, I'm here to say that, and that's it. And we got a second 170 here. The guy who got finished by Bilal, fucking Sean Brady, alright? I truly believe this guy is overhated so much. And yes, everyone just calls him a bitch and like, bro, you got finished by Bilal, what the fuck? And yeah, he got finished by Bilal. He got outwilled by Bilal. And that's a bit embarrassing, I get it. But this dude was undefeated before then. He's only lost once. He's finished a few like guys by impressive fashion. He's pretty fun to watch, and he's a cool guy. So chill out, all right? He was probably suicidal after he got finished by Bilal, all right? Give this guy a break. He low-key's about to lose to Burns, but I think he could win against Burns too if it saves him the feet. Burns' striking is overrated, and his gas tank's overrated too. But I'll be rooting for Burns. I like Burns. But yeah, Sean Brady. Overhated guy, pretty cool guy if you follow him on social media. His tattoos are kind of fucking ugly and basic, but I don't know. He's a cool guy. But yeah, that's it. Again, no card this weekend. It makes me realize how much I have no life without UFC. So hopefully the Burns Brady card is good next week, because I need something. But yeah, that's the end of the video, guys. I'll see you in the next one.